3 British Muslim girls are thought to be traveling to Syria from England to join the Islamic State group. The girls, aged between 15 and 16, reportedly left their families without informing anyone. Security camera footage from Gatwick Airport shows they flew to Istanbul, possibly en route to Syria. UK Prime Minister David Cameron said the news was, quote, deeply concerning, feeding the growing fear that Western Muslims may be fueling ISIS. It is such a fear that formed the basis of a widely criticized conference last week organized by the White House called Countering Extremist Violence. Both President Obama and Secretary of State John Kerry addressed the 3-day summit, which many leaders from the Muslim community boycotted, angry that it was further stigmatizing their community, and which many right-wing ideologues denounced as not targeting Muslims more openly. One of the nation's most prominent Muslim civil rights organization, Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, signed on to a joint letter with several organizations citing their, quote, grave concerns about the summit. My guest is Hussam Ayloush. He is a human rights and civil rights activist and community organizer, executive director of the Los Angeles area office of the Council on American Islamic Relations. He's a third-term elected executive board member to the California Democratic Party and also serves on the board of the Muslim American Homeland Security Congress. Welcome to Uprising, Hussam.
Thank you, Sonali, for having me.
Well, first, can you explain how this 3 days of conferences is actually part of this broader effort by the Justice Department announced last year to curb homegrown terrorism, to use the right-wing phrase?
Well, I mean, the problem is that the whole program is set on false premises or inaccurate premises. It seems to be like a political stunt, mostly done for PR purposes, to allow law enforcement agencies and the government to appear as if they're doing something to address the issue of terrorism and extremism, which is a real threat. No one is debating that. There are terrorists, there are bad people there who are trying to cause harm to other people. The problem is, when it comes to the American Muslim community, those numbers are so small statistically, even the most exaggerated numbers coming from the U.S. government point to no more than about 100 people from the American Muslim community who have joined ISIS in Syria or Iraq.
And this is a community of many millions.
It's 6 to 8 million people who are positively contributing to their country. So basically a program like that stigmatizes the whole community in a way that, imagine if we decide to announce a countering syphilis problem in some church or some Christian church or Jewish community or so, or any other community in such an unfair way. It basically stigmatizes the community and portrays it or depicts it through the prism of extremism and terrorism, and that is unfair.